Got a Sears Kenmore HE3 giving the dreaded F01 code. So let's see, we power on. Everything at this point looks good. We give it the start signal. Still seems good. And then beep beep beep, F01 code. First thing you're going to want to do, power the unit off, unplug the unit from the wall. Then we're going to slide this out. There's some screws in back, I think 3 of them. Get those out, and then this lid should slide back and off. Then the circuit board, I think, is underneath in this area. Unit is unplugged, slid away from the wall. Looks like there's 2 screws on here. Get those out. Then this top lid should slide back and off. Okay, the lid is off. And there's the circuit board. At this point, I recommend you take a high quality picture or draw a little diagram of how all the wires are connected. It looks like we're going to have to take off this bolt and this bolt over here. Then we'll be able to flip this thing up or move it up a little bit and see what's holding it in. Okay, with those 2 bolts removed, we can now see a screw right down in there. Remove that and we'll see what happens next. Doesn't take long to make yourself a quick little sketch of how these wires are connected, and then looks like there's various different ways to get them off, but just work on them with a screwdriver or whatever it takes to pop all these wires out. If we look at the back side of that mounting plate, there's nothing holding it on there, so this board, once we get all these wires out, we'll just basically push forward and then slide out of these holes here. This last red one pulls straight up and out. All the others kind of pulled out this way. This one comes up. To get the circuit board out of here, you're going to want to gently pull up on the back here while you push in on each of these 6 tabs. Work it around those 6 tabs, one at a time. Once all 6 are out, lift it up and pull it out. And this circuit board has the exact mark that I've seen on all the websites, where you basically got this one circuit board solder joint right here that explodes and splatters it all over the cover. You could probably get away with just resoldering that point, but I'm going to solder in just a very small little wire to help carry some of the load. So first you're going to want to gently clean up the circuit board to get as much of that exploded material off the circuit board as you can. Make sure you don't short anything once it's powered back up, and then maybe a little cleaning on this. Then we'll solder this little wire in, put it back together, and see if it works. Either grow a third hand or get the circuit board taped down to the table so it'll hold nice and still for you. Get your soldering iron nice and hot. Get it all tinned up. You're going to want to heat up that solder joint, then touch the solder to it. Once the solder melts into there, you know everything's good and hot, you can pull away and you'll end up with a good solder joint. Alright. Got the two solder joints complete. Let's go put it back together, see if it works. Got the board back in place. All the wires snapped in. Worked best to plug in this little harness of red wires last. Then don't forget to put on this little plastic cover, snaps on there. Put the top on and we'll give her a test. You never know what you might find under a dryer. Okay, moment of truth. Everything's back together, it's plugged in. We'll have a demonstration now pushing the power button. Showing 40 on the display.
Does it work if we push start?
Nothing bad's happened yet. Go ahead and push the start button. It's off and running.
Yay!
Yay! Another fix.
Woo!
It's a $181 circuit board and about a $450 repair from the serviceman.